Yo, me di ankasa de odro kakari. Me tra ye fiachimo wisa, but oda efie ne yete. My name is sister Ketwa Odi Mechi, and so I friend Helen Mensa, and kunso de Mr. Mensa. Me yere nso de A94. Ye was small business bi wo New Britain, a braiding shop. Senior Messi de bia me kan Kofi Adoma wanwani. Kofi TV inti me fie adwuma ba na me wura fie a no an se me ma no o ma sori free TV no ho na o mo de ato CNN and I say Kofi TV me ntimi follow e Facebook because of one or two things binti but YouTube de e be da ho pe e wo se me first person e se me hwe wo fie ho enti no na ama sa anije no aba me mu se te Kofi adu US dia e kwan bia me fa so a me hu no personally no me ba be fa so me hu no me da wase Kofi nyame so nhyira ene wadwuma pa okoye ama mata in case ne so yenso di akire bia obekwa akodu bia yesese o mama yaso ate na mwa bia ewo bia so ye de ama e da wase pa Kofi nyame.
All right, and I'm quite so I share elections and so far said the echo and I say woman shall see a cry from an opana and I'm quite so I call centers no but before I bedroom center hono campaign na so other areas mekai Ghana community I share Worcester me was abrofu bi eba ho eba be ye campaign kakra memo ahwe bi after no many omudi nkomo kakra mamo ahwe no ansa na ye polling center ho na afi ye de honso e de amount live from Connecticut and America constitution no and so I'm right if and omo test constitution no na ha any report to the Afria so mami more quickly interviews ni
ceremony we congratulate you on this special occasion. Thank you. Yes, we hear as Democrats. That is what you have to know. We are all Democrats. We are Democrats, right? Okay. So they are all Democratic candidates. On my left is Dennis McManus. He is the clerk of courts. He has every court under his jurisdiction in the county of Worcester. We have the most powerful man, that is the district attorney, the chief law enforcement officer in the whole county with us. We have him as a friend now. So it is a privilege to have the district attorney as a friend. He can change my life tonight. And then we have Dave LeBov. Dave LeBov is running.
Yeah, first of all, can you tell us the comportment of Ghanaians and the Africans specifically here in Worcester?
The Ghanaian community is very important to every branch of government here. In everyone, it is a big community, and it's the strength of Worcester County. We're a county of immigrants, and it doesn't matter who you are. Everyone came here at one point. And what we do in the district attorney's office is treat everyone with dignity, respect, and compassion. And we try and help our victims. And right now we're fighting the opioid crisis on several fronts. We're trying to take the people who bring the poison into the neighborhoods and severely punish them. Yet the people who are using, who may have got a prescription and become addicted or things of that nature, we show compassion with. We're in our schools every day teaching kids about the golden rule, about teaching kids not to bully, internet safety. We also started the first nationally accredited child advocacy center in Worcester County for victims of sexual abuse and trauma, helping them through the judicial system. We also started a diversion program, and what that allows us to do is kids who get arrested for minor transgressions, they give me 8 hours of community service, working on ball fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, and after the 8 hours, we dismiss their case prior to arraignment so that they don't have trouble with citizenship, they don't have problem getting a school loan, housing, education, things of that nature. And we started an unresolved homicide unit where we've solved 20, 30, and 40-year-old murders with new science and new capabilities that we have in the law enforcement field. These are some of the things that we've done, and I'm so proud of. But most of it's a partnership. All our community partners working together. We've reduced crime, violent crime, and we've reduced juvenile crime by 57%. So when you want to see the numbers go down in the jails, when you want to see a safer community, you concentrate on juveniles when we can still modify and change behaviors. And that's what we do, working with all of our community partners, the boys clubs, the girls clubs, Friendly House, faith-based groups, things of that nature, private sector, public sector, and everything is working. It's working well in Worcester County.
How critical is Tuesday's election? How critical is it?
This may be the most important series of elections in our lifetime. With everything that's going on in the country, it's so important to come out and vote. You have to have a say. If you want to be counted, you have to vote, because the people that are in charge look to see who's voting. And that's where they'll spend their efforts. That's where government involvement gets involved. You have to show up. You have to vote.
Thank you very much. I want to take your name and your position again.
Joe Early Jr., and I'm the District Attorney for Worcester County.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Good evening.
Good evening. Your name and...
My name is Catherine Toomey on the ballot, but I go by Katie, but Catherine is my legal name, and I'm running for the Worcester County Registry of Deeds. So if you don't know what that is, if you own a building for your business or for your home, that's where all the records are kept for your home. So I find that it's the most important thing besides your family and your church is your home, usually. So I want to make sure we protect all of those things. Therefore, I wanted to go forward. I am a real estate attorney. I've been practicing law for 18 years in Worcester County and in Massachusetts, and I specialize in practicing real estate law. That's what my specialty is. Do you have any questions?
All right. And so how important is this election to you, Tuesday's election? How important is it to you as a person?
It's very important. It's my first time. I'm a first-time candidate, and I'm very excited about this. It's a job that I feel you need certain qualifications for, and I feel that it's very important that we have the right people in those jobs, and I'm ready to be that person.
And why are you targeting the Ghanaian community?
I've been a business owner for the past 13 years. Of the 18 I've practiced law, and I've actually had a lot of people from Ghana who've been clients of mine. I've represented a church when they've built their church here in Worcester, the Ghana Good Shepherd Methodist Church, and as well as many other clients, and I've just found that they're wonderful people, and I've honestly just enjoyed meeting them. So I felt I've had a connection with Maxwell for a bunch of years, and it just worked for me. So I thought that they'd be active voters.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we're still on trying to speak to some of the candidates who are contesting Tuesday's elections. And so I have my next candidate, if I should put it. Your name, sir?
Sure. My name is David LaBeouf.
Okay, David, what are you contesting?
Sure. So I'm running for the 17th Worcester District State Representative seat. So it's just so people know what part of the city that is. It includes all of the town of Leicester. It also includes Main South, Webster Square, Washington Heights, anywhere off of Mill Street, Columbus Park. If you live near the airport, you're also in the district. And then if you live on part of Park Ave, right near where the Big Y in Worcester is.
And how important is this to you? The same question, Tuesday.
This is an important election. There's a lot at stake. Unfortunately, what we've been seeing nationally where the parties are trying to divide us, it's happening here locally. My opponent has made some very disparaging comments against people of color, people of low income, has said that he wants to get rid of the mass health program, wants to stop funding for public transportation, and my values are the exact opposite. It's finding solutions to making sure we have good schools for our families, helping out small businesses. I'm a small business advisor, and we need to do more, and making sure that, you play by the rules, you want to get ahead, that we're there to give you the tools necessary to make it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and please vote on November 6th. It's really critical that everyone gets out and vote. This election that I'm running in, it was decided 4 years ago by 68 votes. And so this community and the Ghanaian community really is a large part of my district, and I'd be honored to have your support, and I'll be with you not just when it's election time, but when you need it the most.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I will speak to, I think, the last person. All right. How are you, sir?
Good, thanks. Dennis McManus. I'm the clerk of courts in Worcester County. I've been doing it 2 terms. I'm running for my 3rd term, and Tuesday, November 6th, hope you vote for me for my 3rd term as clerk of courts.
All right. What makes this election so important? What makes it so critical? Why should the Ghanaian come out to vote on November 6th?
Well, I think it's important. We as Democrats are very inclusive, and we try to include everyone, including the Ghanaian community. I think that's reflected in my office, where when I came into office, there was less than 10% minorities in the office. Now there's over 25%. And the court system itself is trying to extend our hand out and bring people in, not divide people. So I think it's a very important election.
How will you rate the comportment of Ghanaians? The comportment of Ghanaians in this area. How will you rate it? Is it very cordial? Have they been law-abiding?
Extremely law-abiding, hard-working, give back to the community, give back more than take out, and that's what we want. It's a very diverse community. Worcester County and Worcester itself is a very diverse city and county, and that's what makes us strong, that diversity.
Thank you very much. All right. And the interview no be here for now. One more pray say we nyina betumi abe nya dibre ewo eye usaha na ye ne wo mo edi enkomo no. All right, mpacho your friend saying.
Your friend is Sumpayini Maxwell Ajifra.
Okay. We a Democrat on.
Yes.
Reason here then.
And they buy about your boss, you ever reminded a month for say Tuesday, you know, ye dear, ye tuaba. And it was say a Kaiwon. Now ye chron candidates, you know. Now ye the candidates, you know, who are dancing here, a chron.
Now, Ojeri say, dear Nama, as a Ghana for no yet more Democrats.
Oh, okay, because Democratic Party, you know, stands for the immigrants. Yen asem yen when he asem when he asem. Democrats, you know, when embrace our war. Let me put it that way. Democrats embrace our war more. Entina tembia no na our war no edi Democrats for no echino.
Enti esembe na obeka che Ghana for wo ha se Bernada die no wo mo enye.
The American children say, Brother, one more dear and one got to Abano and my Democrats, all the Democratic candidates, because near my course, no Democrats, no per se, will take you over house or no, the uncle to Abana Mawa, and yet possible. All we're saying is, say, one got to Abon, send a bear, ye bit me, take you over the house or no.
Nana Medasipi.
Yes, sir.
As I say, yeah, do center. Unsure not serious, but still, I know who say, boys, I a word. Unsure not serious, pa. Who say, but who say, the panel, you know, hey, Ghana, I'm my whole voting has ended, but the amount of vote. Do voting is ongoing. And Chamani be bidding como. Now, yeah, so far, how things are going.
Yo, me di ankasa de odro kakari. Me tra ye fiachimo wisa, but oda efie ne yete. My name is sister Ketwa odi mechi enso ha ye freno. Helen Mensa, ni kunso de Mr. Mensa. Me yere enso de A94. Ye was small business bi wo New Britain, a braiding shop. Senior Messi de bia me kan Kofi Adoma wanwani. Kofi TV inti me fie adwuma ba na me wura fie a no an se me ma no o ma sori free TV no ho na o mo de ato CNN and I say Kofi TV me ntimi follow e Facebook because of one or two things binti but YouTube de e beda ho pe e say me first person e say me hwe wo fie ho enti no na ama sa anije no aba me mu say te Kofi adu US dia e kwan bia me fa so a me hu no personally no me ba be fa so me hu no me da wase Kofi nyame so nhyira ene wadwuma pa okoye ama mata in case no so yenso ye di akire baabi a wobɛkɔ akɔdu bia yɛsrɛ sɛ womama yɛ aso ate na mmoa bi a ɛwɔ bia nso yɛde ama wo ɛda wase paa Kofi nyame.
All right, and currently at East Connecticut, but I understand the specific place is it East Hartford? East Hartford, yeah. And elections are ongoing, and it's quite interesting. I find someone who back in Ghana wouldn't be at the polling station, will be waiting to get the results. But he is here observing, and I understand this place is widely Democrats. Democrats are more in Connecticut than Republicans. I want to speak to this man to tell us how the elections are going so far. How are you, sir?
I am doing great. I'm Rich Kehoe. I am chairman of the town council here in the town of East Hartford. And we are at a polling area that has had more than 1,000 voters already turn out today. It is a very heavy turnout, very gratifying to see everybody participating, making their voices heard. Even on this very rainy day, which we just came up with a tent. So my hair is a little wet putting up the tent, but everybody else will stay dry. And so we are very pleased with the turnout here today. And I will say, as evidenced, notwithstanding what people often hear about the conflict between Republicans and Democrats, we are all standing under one tent.
So that is so interesting. I see.
Their help. And it is, even though we are on different sides, we are the same people in the same community.
It's quite interesting. People are turning up though it's raining. I watched something on, I think, CNN, and I was understanding that when it rains, it affects Democrats. Is that really true?
The general sense is that the better the turnout, the more the Democrats will turn out. But this year may be different because the Democrats tend to be more energized and willing to come out. But at the end of the day, we will see at 8 o'clock.
Any reason for that kind of energy pushing people to come out to vote?
I think the results of the 2016 election had a big impact on the Democratic voters who were very concerned about President Trump being elected, along with Republican majorities in both House and Senate, and a number of issues that were, including trying to repeal the Affordable Care Act, which provides health insurance to millions of people, really affected a lot of people. And they're also very tired of the constant attempt to divide us that President Trump has done over the last 2 years. So they're looking to send a message today.
Are you, by chance, able to tell how you are doing so far with the votes?
Nope. I think you can, because we don't know how people are actually voting. We don't know. Again, the turnout is very heavy, which should mean that the Democrats, at least in this district, will win. But we won't know until about 5 after 8.
So this type of vote, there is no exit poll. You are not able to do exit poll.
They certainly aren't doing one here. I know that some areas, the newspapers will do exit polling, but they do not actually release the results of those exit polls until after the polls have closed, because they don't want to influence people whether they want to come or not.
Why you here yourself? Back in Ghana, you have polling agents. You are here yourself. Is it that you don't have any polling agents, or you have to be at the polling station yourself?
I'm part of our Democratic Party, and we always have, as the Republicans do, poll standers here to remind people of who's on the ballot. And so, as part of the party, I'm out and helping. I was out here at 6 o'clock this morning. And I'll be back again at 6 o'clock tonight but came here to get the tent up so that people can at least stay dry, even if it's a little on the cold side.
All right. How is the Ghanaian community here in Connecticut doing?
Certainly in East Hartford, the Ghanaian community is very well respected and appreciated. You have a very tightly knit group of individuals, and I actually worked and had a friend whose parents came from Ghana, and it's a great community, and we certainly look forward to seeing more and more Ghanaians get active in our community as well on a broader scale, because East Hartford is a very diverse community, and no matter who you are or what your background is, we really want you to come involved in the community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. And so I see. Interesting to have back in Ghana, we have the key parties, NDC, NPP, and it will be difficult to have two parties together in a cordial manner this way. Madam, your name?
Eileen Driscoll. I live here in East Hartford. This is my voting district. Okay. And these are my candidates, the Democratic candidates. Okay. So, and when you talk about the Ghanaian community, I'm a lion in East Hartford. You know, the people that do the eyes, and when they have the Memorial Day parade, there's the lions and the Ghanaians are right behind us. So it's a great community.
Wow. That's wonderful to know, and I'm liking the cordiality between the parties. Let me speak to Madam. How are you?
I'm good.
My
name is Florita Zimbrowski from the Philippines.
Oh, okay. And your candidates are?
Republican Bob Stefanowski. We just volunteer.
Okay. Doesn't mean you are just a volunteer. You're not a Republican.
We are Republican. I'm a Republican.
Okay. And have you already voted?
I did not yet.
Okay. You wait until last minute.
Yeah, for I have no time to go out. Just come here and hold this sign.
Okay. What do you say to this accusation that Republicans are more divisive than united?
I cannot say, for I have no time on that. So I can't say anything.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. And inside the hall, and about so back behind me is where the elections are currently ongoing. Very cordial, very peaceful, and everything is very, very cordial. Okay. The Ghanaian. Okay, I voted today. Like I say, Ghana near our Connecticut, about talk number. If you're saying,
from Brew, but I don't from the unofficial governor of Connecticut.
Governor?
Yes, governor of Connecticut. Unofficial.
Okay. Mohadi asa NTS Ghana. Mutu meka dia mutumana. Otuma why?
Mutuma Democrats. Straight out. Mutuma Democrats. I don't know.
Ade.
I'm a party no.
Okay.
My party in Democrats.
Is it to say the omo ye na opa na say just Ghana? Because NDC no NDC ni or MPP ni or MPP ni floating voter your floating voter. Any be an answer what the end.
There be ni omo ye na me pe. Yes, we share health system. Our person bo amount for especially before yaba krom home person bo anti and omo ni omo ye na ma me pe Democrats no. Yes.
And Timoko inside the hona or form with the procedure no mo ye na saying.
Ko ebe check ID. Now check a list be one who say odino ebaswa because you move no you tutu my din here say wo tufi ha wo ba ebe che bia say wo ye we wo to aba wo say wo the same place wo ba ya na che say bia ko table 2 table 6 say na wo number wo no ma check no ma ticket na wo dey akwaje ballot sheet no to ko she boot man na wo kwa wo na onyame na what ticket na wo take na then wo wia ni ama wo ye che say we vote. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Very simple. But I'm some penny for you now. Will be a babetro. Yes, I ban one for Niagara.
I come on East Stafford and mostly Democrats for nti obiara nim yakɔ so aman mu nti obiara pɛ sɛ ɔba na ɔbɛyɛ dɛn ɔbɛkyerɛ n'adwen anaasɛ ɔbɛkyerɛ wo tumi because vote ɛna ɛbɛtumi wayɛ dɛn wakasa
ɛno nti na ama mpanyimfoɔ no nyinaa piepie saa
piepie obiara piepie nsuo tɔ nsuo na tɔ
wo check the other side a wohu sɛ obi ebi mo ba obi kura wheelchair ɛna yɛpagya de asi hɔ a kyɛ sɛ yɛde ne ba bɛtena mu aba bɛto no aba kyɛ sɛ monyɛ agya mo ho koraa
dabi so obiara pie ayɛ sɛ Ghana deɛ no bia so
wei no yɛ MP type ni bi wɔn
MP type ni bi ayɛ sɛ MPs ni Ghana koraa kan sɛ district chief executive for nneɛma no wei nyɛ presidential level wei yɛ efi MPs level na ɛna yɛyɛ no yes.
All right, Governor Idasipi.
Nasi. Kofi Ubojuma. Kofi Ubojuma nkasa. Na unipa ni yabeka no asem.
Oh, I forget. You so interview na half year brofo na half year twi. Na mentimi nka twi ya nkyere broni no ahwe weka se medina attempt na se me brofo kakra na masua timi de tototom sa. Enti you so ye talk kakra na ahwe se de abato no eko.